Hi everyone, welcome all of you to my series of videos on microeconomics, and this is in continuation of law of demand. My topic for today is the exceptions to the law of demand. What is law of demand? Briefly, I'll say that law of demand states that when price rise, people demand less, and when price falls, people demand more. And the demand curve slopes downwards from left to right. That is, there is negative relationship between price and demand, ceteris paribus, that is, other things remaining same. Those who have not watched my video on law of demand, please watch it so that you can understand this also. That is exceptions to the law of demand. The link I have given in the descriptions. Now, it implies that for certain types of goods, the law of demand does not apply. That is, people buy more when the price rises and less when the price falls. Now, this applies to goods like inferior goods. What are inferior goods? Inferior goods are those which are consumed when the people's income is less. And when the income increases, they will switch to the better variety of products like low quality rice. In India, you can take it as an inferior good because as soon as the income rises, people switch on to the better one. Then the other category is the articles of snob appeal, like you want to show off your riches, like diamonds. They are also called as Veblen goods. Now, if the price of diamond, maybe the exceptional one is 1 lakh or maybe 10 lakhs, depending on the type of diamond you are buying. If there is price rise by 1000 or 5000, doesn't affect the demand of those who are buying such goods. They are for show off, and therefore higher the price, it satisfies their demand more because their demand is to show off. Then there is expectation about future prices. Like if people are expecting that in future there will be shortages or in future the prices will rise further, of course during shortages the price will rise further, then people will buy more now even when the prices are higher. Like if people expect that there is going to be another lockdown and the essential supplies will not be available, or maybe the vegetable supplies you will not get once the lockdown is imposed. So even if now the price is higher, people will buy more. Normally, as per law of demand, people buy less when the price is high. But when people are expecting further rise in prices, or when people are expecting shortages, when there are shortages, of course the prices will rise. So when people are expecting further rise in prices, they will buy more. So we have example here like shares. If somebody says that so and so share is going to rise, the rumors may spread. People will buy more even when the prices are rising. Emergencies, like if somebody is in hospital, you want coconut water for the person's sick in the hospital, you will buy coconut even if the price is very high because it is an emergency. Similarly, it applies for the medicines also. Even if the price is high, people will be ready to pay the price. Like sometime back in the months of September and October when India had peak for COVID, one of the medicine for treatment of COVID, which the cost of which was some 5,000 rupees, it was being sold for 35,000 to 40,000 rupees. People were buying in black market at higher price because the demand was high and the situation was of emergency situation. People needed to recover fast and they were ready to pay higher price. So demand was increasing even though the price was high. Sometimes the quality price relationship will be there in our mind. If something is available at a cheaper rate, we feel that the quality will be less. Then the next is conspicuous consumption or conspicuous necessities. That is to show off. Like your friend has the latest model of iPhone, you will also like to buy because of conspicuous requirement. Or maybe within the neighborhood, you need to show off. In the friend circle, you need to show off. Everyone wears so and so brand of jeans, so you also need so and so brand of jeans. Everyone is using iPhone, you also need iPhone. And sometimes people are ignorant. They they don't think that there is no quality price relationship. Sometimes you may get better quality at lower price also. They are ignorant about that. Sometimes they are ignorant about the prices prevailing in other markets. Sometimes they do not know about the future prices. Then changes in fashion habits, attitudes, etc. That is, the other things do not remain same. The assumption of law of demand does not apply. And the last one is Giffen paradox. What is this Giffen paradox? The Giffen paradox was given by Sir Robert Giffen in the 18th century. He observed that for the low paid British workers, the main food for consumption is bread and meat. And he observed that when the price of bread increased in England, the demand for bread increased. Now, this was a paradox. It does not follow the law of demand. Why the British workers started consuming more bread? His explanation for that is bread is more essential and less expensive. Meat is less essential and more expensive. So, what British workers did is they reduced the consumption of meat and they started eating more bread. So, with rise in price, the demand for bread increased. In India, we have, instead of bread and meat, you can take low quality rice and dal. The price of dal is continuously rising. So, what poor people do is they will add more water to the dal, but and use the same quantity of rice or may eat more of rice because they need to keep their calorie consumption constant. And since they are from the labor class, they are labor class people, they cannot afford to eat less. If they eat less, then they cannot work. Now, coming to the demand curve for exceptional demand, the demand curve slopes upwards from left to right. That is, the law of demand does not apply. When law of demand applies, demand curve slopes downwards. There is positive relationship between price and demand. So thank you all for watching. Please subscribe to my video.